Hi everyone! Today I want to teach you how to make a pocket card. This one has 3 pockets. I'm also going to show you how to make it with 2 pockets. And I first started teaching how to make that card about 5 years ago in a craft class. And today I'm going to teach you how to make it here on YouTube. So let's head on over to my craft table and let me show you how. Let's take a closer look at my card. So I chose to make mine with 3 pockets, which means I have 3 tags, and I haven't written anything on mine because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this for yet. But we'll just take out the tags so that you can get a better look at the card. There you go. And I'm going to show you how to make it with the 3 pockets and also with just 2. But isn't it beautiful? And you can also make it playful. You can make one for a child. You can even make one for a man. You can do so many things with this. It just depends on how you decorate it. Now let me show you how I did this. The only tools you're going to need are a pencil and a ruler. And then you're going to need double-sided paper or cardstock. And what I used on this one is a double-sided paper from Close to My Heart. And I use that because I like the weight of it. It's a really nice weight. And because it came in 12 by 12, I had to cut it down to 8.5 by 11 because that's what size you're going to need. You could also use an 8.5 by 11 double-sided cardstock. Now this one here isn't exactly double-sided. I mean, it has pink on one side and orange and pink on the other. But if you don't have double-sided paper or cardstock, there's another way to make this. I will have a template on my blog. There'll be a link below, and you'll be able to print out the template and cut out the pieces and use them to cut out paper that you want to put on here. So there is more than one way to do it. Also, another way to do it is if you have digital papers and a printer, you can take an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock, and I suggest that you use a lighter weight like the 65-pound weight that you can get at Michael's, and just print on both sides, and that will give you your 8.5 by 11 inch double-sided paper or cardstock. It doesn't matter whether you're going to do 3 pockets or 2 pockets. The fold is the same, except that for 3 pockets, this corner gets folded down so that it looks like that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how to do 2 pockets. My cardstock has already been folded, as you can see, but I'm still going to walk you through it. So you take an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of double-sided paper or cardstock. First, you're going to fold it with, let's call it a hamburger fold if you're in elementary school. And then you're going to open it up, and then you're going to fold it the other way in a hot dog fold. You can tell I'm a mom. Okay, and then you're going to open it back up. You're going to flip it over. And in the bottom right-hand corner, closest to you, you're going to measure 2 3/4, and you're going to put a little pencil mark. So that's where your ruler comes in. Measure that 2 3/4 pencil mark. Same thing on this side. Measure 2 3/4 pencil mark. Then I want you to take your ruler and I want you to just line it up. Doesn't matter where the numbers are, just line your ruler up with where those pencil marks meet the edge of the paper, and fold the corner up and press it against the ruler. This helps you make your crease. And then you can move your ruler and crease it all the way. Now, we're going to flip the paper just like this. So now that first fold you made is at the top right-hand corner, and it's going the other way, okay? Now you're going to take the bottom right-hand corner, and you're just going to fold it in so that it meets the middle. You don't want it to land on top of that, so if you want, you can, kind of a trick here, but you can fold the side up so that when you fold this in, you're not going over the crease. Okay, so now you have that fold. Now watch this. Leave that folded in. Fold the card up just like that. And now fold it just like that. And there it is. Now I'm just showing you the fold right now. In a little bit, I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Now, let me show you how to do it if you wanted 3 pockets. For 3 pockets, I'm going to unfold this. Everything is exactly the same. The only difference is this. So here we were. Up here was your first fold. This was your second fold. But before you fold it, we're going to go up here to the left top corner. You can turn that around now. And you're going to measure in 1 inch and put a mark. Measure 1 inch and put a mark. Use your ruler just like we did before. Move up that corner and fold that corner good. Now let's turn it back the way we had it, and we're going to fold it just like before. So we fold it up, we fold it over, and there are your 3 pockets. This is really easy. Now I'm going to show you with a colored piece of cardstock, and I'm going to take you through the whole process of adhering everything. Okay, before you start, you want the side that you want showing. So for example, what's showing here and in the back, okay, you're going to want that side facing down. And this is just for the folding of the hamburger and hot dog fold. Okay, so now if you have a scoreboard and you would rather score this, you can do that. But for those of you who don't have a scoreboard, it is just as easy to fold it like this. Just make sure that your corners meet. Really important. And this is harder to do when you're using cardstock as opposed to paper because it's so stiff. So this is actually taking me a minute. Also because I'm at a weird angle with the camera, so it makes it difficult for me to get things lined up right. Okay, so we've now done our folds, both directions. Now turn it over, and this is going to be the side that shows the most. Okay, so remember that. I'm going to show you again. Whatever you want showing right here, that's the side you now want up before we start the corner folds. So I take my ruler and I am marking at 2 3/4. And going the other direction, 2 3/4. Taking my ruler, lining it up where those marks meet the edge of the cardstock. Lift it up, crease it, and fold it. Okay? Now, flip it over. Now you're going to bring this corner over. And like I showed you, I like to lift the side up so that we're not going too far. And have it meet right there. And crease it. If you have a bone folder, that would be great. But if you don't, just use your fingers. Okay? So, before I go any further, because I am going to show you the other corner, but before I go any further, we've got this corner, we have this corner, fold it up, and fold it over. And with cardstock, like I said, it's a little bit more difficult, so you may have to, get out a bone folder or just go over your lines one more time. Okay, so now we have it with 2 pockets, but I'm going to open it back up. So here we were, first corner, second corner. Now we need the top left corner. Keep your finger there, turn it around, and now we're going to measure in. Actually, this measurement is 1 1/4 inches. I might have said 1 inch earlier, but it is 1 1/4. So 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. Again, use your ruler to match up right where those lines meet the edge of the paper. And make sure your ruler doesn't move. Fold that up. Okay. Here we are. Fold it over and over again, and there you go. Now we're going to start adhering this together so that it's just not some big floppy thing. I'm going to be using double-sided tape, like score tape or scrappy tape. I suggest this because it holds stronger than a wet glue, but you can use a wet glue if you want, as long as you're holding everything in place. So we're going to open this back up, and we're going to take a little bit to hold this corner down. You really don't need to, but I think it makes it just a little bit cleaner. And you don't have to cover it completely, just enough to hold it down. See if my fingernails can get this. Come here. And fold it down. Same thing over here. I'm going to actually do the edges. But you really shouldn't have to do a lot. It's just, you just want enough to hold the flap down. If it's not held down, depending on the tag you use, it could get in the way when you're trying to pull the tag out. So I just like to make sure that everything is adhered nicely. Okay. And this one. You know, this also is a great card if you want to put gift cards in there. You just put a gift card in one of the pockets and tags in other pockets. It's just a fun little card. It has so many possibilities. Okay. Now we've got that done. We're going to have to put a little right here. Put it close to the edge because you don't want it to get in the way of your pocket. I love these pocket cards. They're so fun and easy. To be honest with you, this is probably one of the first cards I ever taught how to make in a craft class that I used to teach. And I did it because you don't have to have a lot of tools, and the people in my class were beginners. Okay, so now we're down to, uh-oh, I forgot this one. Okay, not a problem. I'm not going to start over again, guys. So I'm just going to take some of this tape. There's still enough room for me to put it in here. You will know where to put this tape. When you're putting it together, every place you see a loose edge, that's where you adhere it together. Okay. So now the back one is adhered together, and this is adhered together. And now I'm going to put some right here. Be careful when you do this that you don't accidentally go, oh, I need to put it along here. Because if you put it on that side, it's still going to show. Always put it on the shortest side when you're doing this. And always put it close to the edge because you don't want it to take up your pocket space. Okay, now on this one, you're going to want to put it across the bottom also, or your stuff will fall out. So, we'll just put another piece right here along the bottom. And this is going to be the last of any adhering we need to do, or at least for putting the card together. I mean, if you're going to decorate it, you will probably have more adhering to do. Okay, get that lined up. And there you go. So you have a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. There's 3 pockets, and everything is adhered together. Now I'm going to leave the decorating to you. You saw my other card, and I wish I had some other samples to show you, but I'll give you some ideas. Sometimes it's really cute to put brads through right here. That always looks nice. I have done it where I have put eyelets through and tied ribbon. Or you can just leave it like I did. And you can decorate it along the pockets like I did, or not. You can put tags in here. You can put gift cards in here. You can make these for girls and boys and men and women, and Valentine's Day is coming up. They also make really awesome Christmas cards. So this is something that you're going to be able to use year-round. It takes 1 sheet of cardstock and no tools. So I hope you enjoy making this card, and don't forget, if you do not have double-sided paper, double-sided cardstock, or a way to make it, that if you go to my blog, there'll be a template that you can print out so that you can just cut the layers to put for each pocket to slide in there to adhere some papers to. Thank you all for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. That card has so many possibilities and is perfect for every occasion, and I hope you have fun making it. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.